Hello, YouTube family. It's Andrea here, Saturday morning. And we just put bulls in literally a week ago to our cow herd to get them bred. And here we are already pulling one back out. Ben and Lane are working it out. You can see that's Big Daddy coming in front of them. It's not him, it's the smaller one. They're going to use that little Gallagher reel. That thing comes in so handy. Get behind him, and I am the gate worker. That is like my permanent job in life, is gate opener. So I'm going to try to do my job really well. We're going to try to get him worked out, and I'll tell you what's wrong with him. It's kind of a sensitive issue, but I'm going to be honest and share it with you anyway. All right, we got him out. Wound up having to push a couple cows out with him. I think you can already see what's wrong. So we got to get these cows and calves back in there. He's the only one we want. Lane's about to move cows for the day. They need to go to the south that way. But they're just wanting to move somewhere. They love to move. And so he's going to go call them, get them going. And then hopefully I can drop the wire and let most of these back across. So he's calling. I'm gonna let these ladies back in real quick. Come on, girls. You want me to let you back in? You want me to let you back in? Well, come here. Hands took off with him. That gives me a chance to drop this wire. You can see they're trying to go across. They don't like to cross it because they don't like to be shocked. But they are doing it because they want to move that bad. When you know this heifer is the holdout. Bella. Go, Bella. Go, Bella, go. Go. All right, Ben's pushing Bella back. The bull is in the woods over there. So if we can get her back, we're good to go. She's stubborn though. But he went way over there in the woods. That's fine, because we're not taking him anywhere today or doing anything to him. We just need him out of this herd of cows before they move further away. Got her. She's heading back there with her friends. The boys were able to keep the bull out. So now he's the only one we got worked out. That went perfectly. Now we're gonna work him all the way up there, and I'm gonna tell you what's happened and what to do about it. We've got him up this far. Ben is taking the reel again with him. Lane is up there. We've got him pushed up this far by himself. He's up there at the back of the pens at the back of our house. We're gonna push him right over there. That's my milk cow pen. We're gonna put him in there, and then I'll tell you what we're gonna do with him. Here he comes. We got him all the way up here. We got this job about done now. Good job, team. Now he's in this road. We got this job whooped. And everyone was so patient.
Yeah.
You're grunting more than Lane is.
Right.
Mud? Okay. Okay.
What? You don't want to carry it?
You're on camera.
Hey, man.
Yeah. Nothing to it, huh?
Oh, no, that's something to it. It's heavy.
All he wants to do right now is fight that little Jersey. He's pretty docile, but pretty fired up right now. Plan B, we're not gonna run him in there. We're gonna run them out, let them eat this grass, because there's a lot of lush grass in this road. Their grass is a little low out there. So we've got Miracle, Marvel, and their babies over there. I'm fixing to call over here into this road. Come on, girls. you go. Come on. There's grass over here. Yep. Woo! Marvel will come. Woo! Trying to keep an eye on this dude too. He's young, but you better always watch a Jersey bull. Don't turn your back. Come on, Marvel. Good girl. Come on. Woo! Miracle. Come on. So here they come. They're going to get actually this whole road. And then we made them a little pen that goes all the way down there behind their pen they're in now. So they got a lot of extra ground. A lot more grass they can eat on, which means a lot better milk. How cute is that little dude too? All right, so just a word of caution to parents. I know we have kids that watch this channel. We are going to tell you exactly what's going on with our breeding bull, but you might find it a sensitive issue. This is an issue dealing with breeding bulls and what has occurred. So I just want to put that out there. I'll be very careful how I talk about it, but I did want to warn you. Okay, so as you can tell from when we were bringing the bull up here and then we're showing you some footage of him, he has what's called a preputial injury. What that means is when we bought him, he would, for lack of a better words, he would let it all hang out, I guess you would say. About that much was hanging out of his private area, for lack of a better word, at all times. And it was actually pretty concerning to Ben and I. And we looked into it, and it turns out that Brahma and Brahman influenced breeds, as well as certain breeds that are polled, meaning they don't have any horns, and Angus is in that list, and he is a polled Angus. So the gene that makes him a polled Angus is very close to the gene that helps them retract their muscles down in that area. So normally when you see a bull out in the field, you don't see any part of their private area hanging out, for lack of a better word. But on him, his always was just a little bit. So I know this is a weird subject to talk about, but it's part of cattle farming. And that in and of itself is not necessarily a problem. That doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with him. But that little part that we were seeing is not actually their breeding part. It's what's called the prepuce. And it's actually like helping protect their parts that they need to be a breeding bull. But with that always being exposed like that, it was predisposing him to injuries. It's actually what they would call a prolapse. It's a prolapse of the prepuce. That is what it's called when we were seeing that. So what has more than likely happened is because that is exposed like that, he has now had some type of trauma or injury. It could have occurred during breeding, or it could have very well occurred from a bramble or a briar cutting him, and now that is turned into a swollen, infected place. So if that happens to your bull, what can you do about it? Okay, so if you have a case of a preputial injury, like we've had and like we showed you, there's a few things you can do. Number one, if this is a bull that you are willing to spend quite a bit of money and try to keep on your farm, you need to call your vet immediately. And the reason I say if you're willing to do that is because most common farmers don't have $10,000 bulls. They don't have bulls that are registered and that they can just sink thousands of dollars into vet bills into. Because the main thing to know about it is anytime you have an injury like this, you can try to save that bull and try to keep him even as a breeder, but he is out more than likely for the year. So most small farmers, like in our case, we have to have a breeding bull. We have to have one to replace him. So that's where you're gonna have to make a judgment call. Are you going to try to treat him? If you call your vet, there's a few things they can do. They can try to poke the prolapse, for lack of a better word, feed it back in where it's not prolapsed out. In our case, we have a lot of swelling, so that may not even be possible. So you're talking catheters, possibly some type of sling that goes around the entire abdomen to, try to protect it while it tries to heal. You've got things like abscesses and infections to consider, things like that. So there are things that can be done. I will tell you from personal experience of us taking a bull to the vet, the first thing they're going to have to do is evaluate it, which is going to involve more than likely tranquilizing them. And so you're already going to be a few $100s in before you even know the prognosis. So as a successful cattle farmer, you have to decide, does that make sense for us financially? Another chance you're taking in trying to fix this is what we faced last time with our vet. Actually is very honest with us and just doesn't try to just do procedures and make money. He tries to help us. And he said, anytime you start doing something to a breeding bull, you're not guaranteed that he's going to be a good breeder after that. Because if they, have trauma to the parts they used to breed with, and in our case last time, it was a bad foot, they can't stand up and hold their weight up on their feet. You're looking at, now you have a breeding bull that is not actually getting his job done. And for a cattle farmer to go a year and find out that their cows are not bred can be pretty financially devastating. So your other choice, you definitely can go the vet route, and depending how much your bull is worth, you might want to do that. Your other option is to sell him and to replace him, essentially. So what we are looking at doing with him is either he will go probably to the sale barn, or we're actually looking at, if we can get in, he will become grass-fed beef. And I hate to do that. I really love this bull. He's really gentle and docile. He's everything I look at in the personality of a bull. Ben looks at the physical characteristics, and I look at the personality when they're going to be on our farm. And I hate to lose this bull, but really at this point we don't have a choice. He is not a $10,000 bull. He's not a bull we can even go put $1,000 in vet bills into when we need a bull that can breed right now. So just the flat out honest truth is, some days stink. Some days on the farm just stink. And this is one of those. I hate that we're losing this bull, no matter how it turns out that we do. And there's just hard choices to be made sometimes on a farm, especially if you cannot afford to just keep a bunch of pets, which we cannot. And so this is just one of those crummy things that's happened and crummy choices we have to make. We made this video for you guys. It'd been easy for us to not tell you about this, but we're making it hoping that it'll help some of y'all, because things come up with animals. Things happen, and the more you can learn and be prepared, you'll know what to do if you're in this situation. So I hope this helps you. If we can help you guys and answer any questions in any way, let us know. We appreciate you watching, and so we'll see how this all turns out, and we will see you guys on the next one. God bless.